Okay, so last episode we got onto the pink line and we were headed straight to this, the second boss fight. And I'm thinking that maybe we might go the other way, just towards the is this who I think it is? I think this might be who I think it is. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a problem, since I'm not the best at fighting this boss. Yeah, I think, because we are closing the halfway point, what I'll do is next recording session, which won't be for like a few episodes, after that point, I will go back and like, just look over all the levels I've done so far. Just to see if there's any levels I want to like do again. Okay. So we do have a dolly here. Like that's a little bit easier. But basically, yeah. Also, something I noticed from the last recording session that I didn't mention, and I'm kind of surprised I didn't. Just for warning, I'm just gonna be mentioning it. Like, I'm gonna be talking about it for a while because like it's a pretty big thing. But I finally got around to finishing Food Wars. I don't know why I chose to do it, but Food Wars is the anime I've pretty much chosen to watch the most. Like, it was a little bit of a tradition, like every year I would go through and watch the entire season, or like the entire series. Or like, yeah, I'd rewatch the entire series before watching the new season that came out. And, I don't know why, but it took me a while to watch the 5th season, and, I think I can officially say that the 5th season, cemented that as my favorite anime, because like, oh, okay, I see what we're doing now. I see how to shoot web. Yeah, just, the 5th season just cemented this series as one of my favorites, where, well, up until that point, it was kind of like, more so a guilty pleasure than anything. Is there really one of his back? I guess that is what they're implying. Okay. I guess it did do the thing. Yeah, but during one of the times I was babysitting my nephews, I just basically said, you know what, I've got time, I'm just gonna binge watch the 5th, oh yeah, the 4th and 5th season. Probably wasn't the smartest idea, but I watched both, like in the entirety of season 4 and 5 in one day. It's like that's not crazy, but the fact that I've kind of had trouble with like watching anime, like sticking with the anime. But like Food Wars, like yeah, no, I can watch 2 whole seasons in a day, no problem. Okay. Just trying to look at this. See what it needs to do. Apologize if commentary takes a seat. The back seat. Can we choose this just by doing this? I'm gonna assume not. No. What do you think I'm doing, cuttlefish? But yeah, like, because I took like basically like a year or two break between watching the 5th season, I had heard things about it, and yeah, I can kind of agree that while the 5th season was kind of unnecessary, I did kind of like how I kind of viewed it more as an epilogue that kind of develops the characters a little bit more. Just like seeing Yuki Hara just do some wild shit. Although, one thing I will definitely say about the 4th and 5th season is that they definitely could have used more episodes, because like they skipped over a shit ton. It's kind of insane. Although that being said, what they covered, I guess, would kind of be a little hard to make interesting over more episodes, because like, one of the first events they cover in the 5th season is basically just, the autumn selections, like, autumn elections again. It's like, oh, okay, cool, we've done this before, and now we're doing it again. And while in season 2 that took a few episodes, in season 5 it's covered within half of an episode, and like, what the fuck? How? Although that being said, that's not the... There's only so much you can do. Also, like, kind of one thing I will say about the series itself is, like, they chose some really odd points to end off a season. Because, like, in the first season, I forget exactly, but I think, the, like, second half of it, goes through the, Camp from Hell arc. And then, I guess to tease the second season, they kind of go into the, first half of, the autumn selections, or autumn elections. Like, that's kind of weird. But, like, season 2 is just like, what the fuck? Let's go back this way. Okay, cool. Yeah. Season 2 is just fucked, because, like, I kind of want to, like, look up what happened to Food Wars in season 2. What happened around that time, because, like, season 2 is just like, what the fuck? Okay. Don't entirely know what I'm doing, but I'll just be fine. Yeah. First half is, like, yeah, the first half of season 2 is just the rest of the autumn selection. I don't actually know the entire name of, like, that proper name of it, because, like, depending on, also, how many shots do we have with this? Okay, okay. Yeah. I think there's like slightly different localizations, and like I kind of botched the name with it. But yeah. First off, in season 2, like most of season 2 is the rest of the autumn election. But then like the final 2 episodes goes through the Sagittarius arc. So I don't know if I pronounced that correct. I'm not French. Although I guess that's kind of obvious to some. Yeah. And it's just like, what? Excuse me? Because like, upon my current rewatch, I was like, actually, this arc kind of slaps, and it's disappointing because it's only for like 3 episodes. I've got to say, it's my favorite arc of the series, and it's just like, why is this only 3 episodes? This kind of deserves to be, okay, cool. Like, I would be down if like that was a full season. Just 12 episodes of Yukihara and the gang getting real jobs, or getting internships. I'll be down with that, especially since I like the dynamic between I forget a name, but Secretary-san of Chan, and Yukihara, because up until that point you don't really know her skills, but then you kind of go like, she kind of gets development alongside Yukihara, where you kind of get development between the two. It's like, and then she gets a understanding of like, she kind of understands that, hey, Yukihara hasn't been pulling some bullshit. He actually knows what the fuck he's doing. But I just really don't like how like that part is only 1 episode, and like the rest of that arc, which is like I think 2 episodes, is spent on him working with, I think it's Zeno. Gonna be honest, it's been a bit since I've watched it, and because I've watched it subbed, I don't entirely know how to pronounce it. Like, that's like that's the best part, and it just sucks because it's it only gets 3 episodes. And then I guess to continue, the whole point of just like, I don't think they knew what they were doing when like selecting which arc to, or which arcs to do the seasons in. Season 3, for the most part, I want to say is spent on the fucking school festival, I think I want to say. But then like halfway through, it just kind of gets sidelined with like, hey, no, we were doing the whole cooking thing, but now, psych fucker, it's all about a revolution from here on out, basically. And gotta be honest, it's not really something I like about it, but like, yeah, you know what, teacher, fucking Aaron Chan. It's different, and this is probably not going to come up for like a long time, but like in the project I'm working on for my main channel at the moment, I mentioned the fact that my phone home screen has been the same picture for, I think, a few years now. Yeah, just take that and just note that this has been my desktop wallpaper on my PC for, I want to say, coming up to 5 years now. It's like, yeah, no, that picture is, okay. I see what we're doing here. Yeah, like I think even, okay, cool, that's nice. Okay, yeah. Like when I'm thinking about getting a new computer, whenever I can afford that, just note that chances are that's, like, that fact isn't changing. That picture of Erina is staying as my wallpaper. And there's nothing you can change about that. Okay. What does that change? Okay. Okay. I apologize if I'm a little bit quiet here. I'm doing something a little bit different recording wise. The fact I'm actually listening to the game audio. Although it is coming with a little bit of a delay. I hate you. But could you fucking not, please? Yeah. Basically, with the way I like to record, I'm basically just like, oh, because my wireless headphones are broke, I can't really rely on my phone and like playing music with that, because like I have an iPhone 7 and, you know, adapter, because headphone jacks are illegal now or something. Okay. Okay, cool. These things. These things would be a whole lot easier with bombs, not gonna lie. Okay, this is probably a mistake. You, sir, suck. So I'm actually finally, like, I'm actually listening to the game audio while recording. But like, it's added a delay, and that's kind of, like, that might throw me off like a little bit. Okay, cool. But that shouldn't be too much, like. Okay. Again, just trying to focus on this, but okay, cool. Okay. Okay. Again, the whole fact that I'm listening to the game audio now, it's like added a delay. Kind of throwing me off slightly. Okay, he counts as a thing too. That's something. What am I? Speak or tears. Yeah. Back to the whole thing of season 5. I guess season 4 and 5. Oh yeah. Oh wait. Back to the point about them not knowing what the fuck they're doing with the whole season thing. Season 4 ends off like you kind of expect like the 4th season to like it has a perfectly good ending, like a point that would make sense to end off, but then they kind of pull a move of like, hey, we're not sure if we're gonna get a 5th season, so like here's just like a little epilogue of like okay. I'm gonna finish my point and then I'll finish off the episode. Like just like a little sliver of like what you might expect to cover in season 5. But like we're gonna do it now as like a season epilogue, just to give you like a small taste of season 5. So like, I can definitely agree that season 4 is a good stopping point, but when you learn that there's a 5th season, it's kind of like, sure, why not? So final thing I'll mention about Food Wars is that I think because of current events, they like this is also kind of the reason why I kind of just like stopped watching for like a bit. The 5th season was, I think, slated to come out in 2020. I think. Like I don't totally know what went on with it, but like they were able to release 2 episodes of season 5, and then shit hit the fan, and like the other 10 or maybe 11 episodes were just delayed. So like part of the reason, like I guess the main reason I just took so long to finish watching it was because like, you know, it's been a bit like all that was pretty recent. I can probably put it off, and then I was like, I'm just gonna put it off until the rest of the season comes out. Like a year passes. I think towards the end of 2021, I kind of learned that, hey, season 5's out, like the rest of season 5's out, but I don't trust myself to finish watching an entire series again. So like, just gonna put it off for a bit. But yeah, next episode we will hopefully finish off the pink line and maybe possibly collect another thing. No promises. But until then, that has been I'll see you.
I rule you said it's in my blood. Don't step to me, especially if you can't hang with my best bud. Not everyone can be a scourge. Intense combat, I toss the splat. A monument to my last search. Closer to pyramids than spheres. Let fly the bombs, a sigh than calm. A pillow stained with ink or tears.